The year is 1992, but the flags outside the Federal Assembly in Belgrade are still six: Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Serbia, Montenegro, Macedonia, all of them intact. The red star hasn't fallen. The border crossings from Ljubljana to Skopje look the same as they did in 1980. So what happened, or rather what didn't happen, to understand a Yugoslavia that never broke up? We have to go back to the late 1980s. The country is in trouble. Inflation is over 2,000%. The republics are fighting over budgets. Nationalist leaders are gaining ground in local elections. The Soviet Union is collapsing. In our real history, this is where it unravels. But in this version, one thing changes. In 1989, the League of Communists of Yugoslavia holds its 14th Congress. Instead of splitting, reformers from all six republics agree to a new deal. They call it the Third Yugoslavia. The military stays federal, but the economy decentralizes completely. Each republic gets control of its own taxes, language, and media. A rotating presidency is locked into the constitution with a one-year term and no veto power. Most importantly, the constitutional right to secession is reaffirmed, but only through a two-thirds majority vote in the republic and approval from the federal parliament. Leaving gets harder, staying gets easier. The early 1990s are still tense. The Berlin Wall falls and every Eastern Bloc country is choosing sides. Croatia and Slovenia watch neighbors join NATO and the EU, but Belgrade offers them something Brussels can't: full access to a 23 million person domestic market, no tariffs, and a shared diplomatic service that already has embassies worldwide. By 1995, the economy stabilizes. The Yugoslav dinar is pegged to the German mark, then to the euro in 2002. Foreign investment returns because the risk of civil war is gone. Adriatic tourism rebounds. Factories in Bosnia that were destroyed in our timeline instead retool and export Yugo cars to North Africa and the Middle East. Without the wars, the demographics shift. There is no mass displacement, no Srebrenica, no siege of Sarajevo. Mixed cities like Mostar and Sarajevo remain mixed. By 2000, the population is around 26 million. The country is still complicated. Belgrade and Zagreb argue constantly in parliament. Kosovo remains an autonomous province with international oversight, a frozen conflict but not a war. Nationalist parties exist, but they campaign on budgets, not borders. The big test comes in 2008. The global financial crisis hits. Smaller Balkan states would have been crushed alone. But Yugoslavia negotiates as a bloc. It uses its size to secure IMF terms and keeps unemployment below 15%. In the 2010s, it applies to the European Union as a single federation. The process is messy. The EU demands Kosovo recognition and war crimes courts that don't need to exist here. Membership talks stall, so Yugoslavia turns elsewhere. It signs trade deals with Turkey, China, and the Gulf states. Belgrade becomes a diplomatic hub for the non-aligned movement, revived for a new century. Culturally, the country is strange to outsiders but normal to its citizens. There are 6 official languages and 3 alphabets on every food label. Music charts in Zagreb play Serbian turbo folk. Films from Sarajevo win awards in Ljubljana. The national soccer team is a powerhouse. In 1998, they make the World Cup semifinals. In 2010, they win it. The joke is that the only thing all 6 republics agree on is arguing with the referee. Today, in 2026, the Socialist Federal Republic of Yugoslavia is still here. It is not a utopia. Corruption is a problem. The North is wealthier than the South. Young people in Skopje complain that nothing changes and move to Berlin anyway. But the borders are open from the Alps to the Vardar. The trains run. The wars your parents told you about never happened. And when the Prime Minister from Slovenia hands power to the one from Montenegro next January, nobody calls the army. The Federation survived because it bent without breaking. It traded some national pride for stability. It chose boring compromise over violent certainty. And in the Balkans, that might be the most radical thing of all. If this video helped you, then like the video, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel.